Hi everybody, Sharma32 here. I'd like to begin this video by apologising for the delay in getting a new reaction to Foundation out. As you can probably tell from the title, this is a reaction to the third episode of the season and not episode 2. I do explain this in the upcoming video. I would also like to apologise for any issues you may find within the video and the reaction. I did have to record the reaction separately to the footage, and when I was recording the footage there were some lagging and some delays, so unfortunately, whilst I've done my best to sort this out and even things up, there may still be some issues with things not quite matching up. I do apologise for this, and I hope you still enjoy. Anyway, let's get going with the video. Enjoy! Hi everybody, my name's Sharma32, welcome to my channel. I'm here today to react to the third episode of the Apple TV series Foundation. Now you may notice that I don't have the second episode on my channel. There is a reason for this. Now, I will go for it now. I had to make notes because my memory is terrible. So basically, I did record my reaction, and I found the episode to be absolutely phenomenal. I'll go into what I thought about it just after I explain everything. I recorded my reactions in OBS, and usually I don't get problems. So I recorded the reaction as usual, and it wasn't until afterwards that I realised the file's not there. So I go into my settings, notice that OBS has reset itself, basically. So I went to where it's normally, like, it's a vault stored, and it was there, but it was saved in, I believe the is it MKV format? So unfortunately that format isn't compatible with my editing software. So I thought, right, I need to convert this. Did a little brief research. I was like, oh, you can convert it in VLC player. Right, I have VLC. Went to process it and adapt it so that I could use it. I was hoping to go to MP4, and it got corrupted. Completely unusable in the process. So unfortunately, my reaction is for episode 2 is completely gone. So sorry about this. When I discovered this, I was more than a little annoyed because the episode. What an episode for things to mess up on, right? What an episode for things to mess up on. But after like the anxiety of it messing up, settled down, I wrote down as much as I could remember. My memory is terrible. I've mentioned it before on the channel. My memory is terrible. I have trouble also talking, unfortunately. That's just the way my brain works. So that's why I wrote things down. So I will be looking down. I do apologise, but unfortunately, where I remember things. Basically, it started off with the Empire destroying that facility that produced the bombs, and which is they outright destroyed it. Even though I don't believe the person admitted who ordered the bombs or anything like that. So it was like that wasn't surprising, that bit. Gale and Roach's relationship developed very quickly for us. I think it was like 3 months past, but it was like all of a sudden, bam, relationship. We didn't get to see a setup. It's like it was obvious something was gonna happen between them. And I think I speculated in the first episode that maybe Salvor in the future time was their descendant, maybe. Yeah, so they're having that, and then Gale went to the doctor and had scan. I was like, she may be pregnant, because they talk about zygotes and that, and then there was the other woman that was pregnant as well. So it's like, is she pregnant, and is she pregnant with Salvor maybe? I do not know, because I have not read the books or anything like that. We didn't see this. Speaking of Salvor, we did not see the Salvor time period at all, which was interesting. But maybe in like this episode, we might get a full Salvor episode, or maybe next one, or this might be back and forth. I do not know. I don't think the 2 planets that supposedly attacked Trantor. I did make notes of the planet names because in my reaction I kept messing it up about what was called what. Yeah, I don't think that the 2 planets that supposedly attacked Trantor, that did the bombings, I don't think they did it. I really do believe that they're being framed. I don't know why, but from the way they were, in it, and the way Brother Dusk seemed, I don't think they did it. I really don't think they did it. I really believe that they're being framed somehow. For some reason. Hopefully we'll find out in this episode or next or whatever. Speaking of Brother Dusk, he was actually very strange. Like, he got angry when he was trying to do the picture because he fell down the ladder. And then he was actually very strangely, and like, I think Brother Day suspects something as well. Like, I know they're clones of the original Empire. I cannot remember what their clone of's name, but we saw him in a box, and basically it was Terminus Man, slightly aged up. So I'm thinking maybe the clones are like have a life cycle, and they get to a certain age. What Brother Dusk is, maybe. Or maybe they're made at certain ages, I don't know. But I think in Brother Dusk is maybe getting to the end of his life cycle, maybe? I'm not sure. He seems a bit like uneasy because he went to the temple that Gale went to as well. Spoke to that guy. I think that either Brother Dusk is going to turn on Day and maybe help out the Foundation or help out the planets that supposedly attacked Trantor. Either that or maybe Brother Day's going to kill him and bring out a new clone. Like, completely reset. Something like that, and keep it from Brother Dawn. Maybe. It's just, there's some, like, Brother Day seems to be really on edge with how Dusk is being. The biggest shock for me was seeing Rach kill Harry. I did not expect for Gale to walk in and see Rach over Harry having stabbed him, and it's like, that part was the main reason I'm so angry that episode, that my reaction was destroyed. Because it's like, why would he kill Harry? Why did he stab him? Because he looked like, oh my god, Gale, she's seen me. Oh god, you're not meant to be here. You need to go. Like, either he's going to take the full brunt for it, I thought. But then he put Gale in the pod, sent her off, but he put the bloody knife in there as well. So maybe he's framing her for it? Or I don't know. And I still don't know. Like, I've thought about it since I recorded it. But I still can't work out what exactly he did that for. And I'm so confused. I can't help but wonder, is it part of Harry's plan? Did he know he was meant to die? And why would he tell H? I'm so confused over that moment, and it's been so difficult having to wait until now to be able to record it, because unfortunately, because of my Twitch stream and my daughter being home during the day, I didn't have time until now to record this reaction. So I am just like, ah. But, I don't know what's going to happen now, because if they saw the guy as they ran out, and as he was dragging Gale to the pod, because obviously there was the big speech over there saying Harry's like, I can't remember what the wording was, but it was very technical, like ceased and stuff like that. But it's like, that guy will have seen him, and Rich clearly had blood on him. So I want to know what's going to happen now without Harry there. Maybe Harry is actually alive and it was something. I don't know. I really don't know, and that's super exciting to me. In the first episode, we didn't know anything about Demers, or like, he seems like the maid or something like that, or the assistant to like Brother Dawn, I mean. But this one, we learned more about her because she went with Brother Dusk to the temple and she got injured. And we saw she's some kind of android species, and it was really cool, like finding there's like not just a character that's there. And I really, really liked the relationship, the mother-son kind of relationship, or like nanny relationship she has with Brother Dawn. It's really sweet because she obviously really cares for him, and she almost feels ashamed of what she is, and obviously she shouldn't do, unless maybe her species are like evil. I do believe she said she was the last one. Again, I'm so sorry. I should have rewatched this, but again, I haven't had the time, unfortunately. But there's definitely more to her than we've seen so far. Like, character-wise, and maybe physical-wise, we don't know. I don't know anything about her, what her species is. But there is so much we don't know. And I'm so excited to find out. If you've enjoyed this reaction, please feel free to like, comment, or subscribe. Give that notification bell a tick and you'll next know when I have a video go live. Every little bit helps the channel, and any updates you want to know about the channel or my Twitch, you can go to my Twitter, which is Shelma32, and any little changes will be there. Okay, let's get going with reaction. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. Previously. Oh, good. Previously. I'm so glad this show does previouslys. Okay. The Salvor talk. She lied, because we saw her at the end of the first episode touching it, so obviously we're going to have something on Terminus today. So I'm really excited for that, because I missed that last week. My mind is now racing already, just from like that recap, like going, okay, going to Terminus, we're going to be there. Is that going to be the Foundation is going to reach there, or is it going to be in Salvor's time? Are we going to find out why Rach killed Harry? Are we going to find out more about what happened with the attack on the thing? I've forgotten what it's called, but the transport thing from space.
Even the palace of the Empire.
That's Gale talking.
The palace of the Empire.
Especially the palace. Okay, 400 years earlier.
With the system's programmers.
Is that Demerza?
You've set them a large task.
Cleon the First.
Should we look to replace them?
Oh, is he the actual one they're based on? Wait a second. Has Demerza been there the whole time? Is that Terrence Mann or is that Lee Pace in makeup? Because it kind of looks like a mixture. It's really good.
You know the way I am. I don't forget anything. Or anyone. Empire is all
19 years after the Starbridge bombing. 19 years! 19 years! Why have we jumped forward 19 years? We're going to see the others and see how they've changed. I want to see how old Dusk is now. Eh?
Anacreon. Thespis, I wonder if you will speak of them after I'm gone. They have broken the barbarians, cast them adrift. What would you have?
Is that Day? And that's Dawn. What?
I'm still trying to decide what to say that I haven't said.
I'm so confused.
About anything? About whether any of this is truly
Is that Dawn?
power to control.
Are they going to switch up now, basically?
The dreamer. The scholar. The alchemist.
Or is this all previous versions of them, is it? Nice. You going to be then?
And me.
The painter.
And your attention is deeply appreciated.
That is Dusk. That's Dawn then, isn't it? Dawn's now... This is so confusing, but Dawn's now... Day? Does that mean there's going to be a new baby? Oh, there it is. Still out there. Wow. That's so confusing, having two Terrence Manns. Did they ever find out what really happened? Or did they just assume that they'd handled it? Lisa Pace seems like so much different demeanour now. He's a lot more like soft-spoken. Demerza's crying. There's so much more to her character than I first thought in the first episode. Dawn is definitely the nice... Dawn and Dusk, or at least of this setup, were the nicest ones. They just blew it up. Oh my god. I feel so sorry for her, because that was his dream he wanted to see being built, and it's just been destroyed. Oh my god.
Even if Selden wasn't right, there is something unnatural in that.
You must go. You should rest.
She's mother, basically, then, for them all. And have been for, like, hundreds of years. Matt had to see him die so many times. Important. Wow, she's had to endure all of that. First episode, I wasn't sure about Brother Dusk, but in the second one, like, he changed and like we've missed 19 years. 19 years! I still don't... Why did you transport that for? Oh, is he going to do a bit more painting for his last night? Oh, wow. Wow, he filled that quick. Wow.
Oh no, sweet brother. You are enough.
Like, she's had to endure over these years. Like, seeing him... all this.
It's just that you always leave me.
Oh. Jesus Christ. Sorry. Whew. Had to put up with that for so long.
You have grown into our greatness. Brother Dawn, now day.
Oh, Dawn's crying. He's so much different day from Dusk. Oh, and that's himself. There's Dawn.
Brother Darkness, it's time.
Brother Darkness. Oh, God. I like this one. He seems so much more innocent. What's going to happen? Oh, she's singing for him. What the hell's about to happen? But he said something's wrong. What's wrong? What's about to happen to him? Is he going to... Did he just get disintegrated? Oh my God. I liked him. Mirza. Had to go through that over and over again.
We hear their whispers if we listen.
17 years...
We're haunted by prophets all.
17 years later? It's Dawn evil.
We ignore the dead at our peril.
Oh God, is this one going to be evil? Because he said something's wrong. There's something wrong with that clone.
Harry had predicted the Cleons would opt for exile over execution. That his followers' endpoint would be Terminus.
But what about Gale? What happened with that? What happened with Harry in that? We just going to skip over that? Oh, they've gotten that thrumming again. Is it not the vault? Is this way it
surveys?
Shall we go back?
Go back where, Mari? This is always a one-way journey. I'll check it out.
But where's Rach? Where's Rach? Where's Rach? Did he get expelled, maybe?
Lowry, you all right?
Okay, it's already got the field. So it's already like that. Oh my God, what the hell is it? Okay, okay, here we go, here we go. Here's... But we've seen her get close and touch it. So this is like what's considered now. This Salvor's part in time is the now. Okay. Then, oh, I'm so confused. Still want to know what about Gale? And Raish? What is that? It's probably going to explode in your hands if you get too close with it. She's trying to see if other species can get close. Oh, I might expect it to explode in her hand or something. I don't really want to see. Yeah, there we go. It's out. And plus, it's kind of like a moth. It's like a moth. I have a phobia. So my skin's crawling now. What is that thing? Is it Gale? Is Gale there? They've made it seem... Oh, please tell me she's there. But she's there. Is Rach there? Oh, such a Harry. Can't believe they just... He just got killed.
Make your case. I think it's waking up. You and the other encyclopedists
Oh, shit.
preparing for some distant crisis.
What if it's right there?
But I think it's here. Now.
Oh, crap. I love the look of this village, of the town. It's awesome design. And it looks like practical, you know? It looks like it's actually real. Or like they've practically used parts of the ship. Because like you saw these like container shapes in the front of the ship, and I wondered what they were, but this makes sense. She looks so upset though. Like she's obviously thinking about the vault and the fact the field's expanding. I can hear whispers. This is how the vault like talks to her, maybe. What the hell? Who the hell is... Why was it... That's obviously the remainder of the ship they couldn't, like, take apart. Because obviously maybe the field's expanded and they can't do it. I'm going to put things down because I feel like I might jump or scream. What the hell is that kid doing? I thought he was going after the vault, but not... I didn't realise the ship was there. What the hell is that kid doing? Oh god, it sounds like it's all around me. I don't like this. I don't do well with, like, horror films and stuff like that, so... This kind of suspense is... Oh, oh shit. She's seeing herself? Maybe? What is going on? Or is the vault like manifested something to show her to go somewhere? Maybe. And it's actually maybe helping? Maybe. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe the vault's like manifested this child for her to lead her to certain something, maybe. Gonna say, what's she gonna say? Oh shit. Oh fudge. Where's the kid gone though? Wow, look at that.
Oh, you're crazy, but not about that.
Oh shit. But why? Maybe. Why would the kid? Why the kid? Maybe it was the vault.
Hail them. We already have no answer. And they're ignoring our approach vectors.
Should we send one of our shuttles out to meet them?
Your unarmed shuttle.
Acrium. Is that one of the two planets?
Handshake protocol just takes a few seconds.
Completely ignored. They're going to be completely ignored. Because now, Brother Dusk is not... That's Harry's thing! It's got Harry's thing. Maybe she can use it.
On the ship, there were two people who could actually understand it. Harry Seldon and Gail Dornick.
Where's Gail? They gotta go find the Gail. She can understand it. They gotta go find Gail. Maybe she's like frozen in time. She's understanding it. You can tell by her expression on her face. Uh-oh, what's she seen? She understood it. She saw something. You can tell by her expression. She saw something. She's just not telling her mum. What did she see?
The Anacreans will be here in 2 days. Maybe less. You would be safer anyway.
He said 40. Yeah, oh god, yeah, because he's the other race, isn't he?
Vast wastelands are frozen.
He ain't gonna go anywhere without her. What happened to that kid? It's obviously... It led her there so she could see.
Okay?
There's that kid again. It's got to be the vault showing her something, right? It's got to be the vault leading her places. Because that vault led her to the exact place where she could easily see the ships. What's it going to lead her to now? An arrow in it? Arrow? Why is there an arrow?
This is gonna hurt.
I like the fact she helped it. That's nice. Like, you see big security monsters like that, usually you'd think it was evil. Oh shit, who's that? Who is it? Who's that?
Drop your weapon.
They're already there. Oh shit, they're already there.
What are you doing here?
The ghosts of the dead haunt the skeletons that were once our homes. They surround us.
Who are they? Are they a Necrean or are they not? Why? How did they get there without them realising? Did they transport down? Oh, come on! So we had no Harry. Harry's dead. Gail's gone, but I'm sure she'll come back at some point because obviously she got sent off by Raish. Where the hell was Raish? We had no explanation for him not being there. Maybe he left or maybe he got expelled, but... Okay, so Hugo is... not those ones. He's, I can't remember. He's the ones, like the woman that had the blue eyes. Why are they coming there? I do believe that the Billy figure is the boat showing her, look, you need to come here so you can find out, so they get found out now, maybe. It's got to be that. It's got to be that. It's because it's been communicating with her already. So it's got to be able to do stuff like that already and that, but oh god. I love that town, the way it's like I can remember when I was watching episode 2 when you saw the ship, you could see the little, like I said, it was like cargo things on a ship, like containers on a ship almost. I actually said, look, it looks like a cargo ship, but I like the fact that it's being used like that. It looks like it is something taken apart and just built upon, and it's nice seeing like a creature. Like you think, oh god, it's going to attack her, and then she just warning shot, and it went off, and then she helped it. I like that, because most of the time you see a big scary creature in a program, it attacks you. It's not, but it's actually a gentle giant. It shows that you can misunderstand something. And the episode's called Mathematicians' Ghost. I'm wondering, maybe it's like the Mathematician's Ghost is like partly like the ghost of the kid, stuff like that, the thing, because as I said, she wants to see the ghost. And then the Mathematician's Ghost is like Harry's ghost looming over them and still showing them, because they like gets referred to as a cult and stuff like that. And I thought that the vault was built to do with Harry's plan, and that was where they contained all the knowledge and that, but obviously it's not, because it was already there. So that's completely thrown that theory out the window. Like, and they don't know how it was led, so how the hell am I meant to know? Did Harry know that was there in his thing, so that's why he wanted it to be Terminus? That's why he wanted them to go there. We got Hugo, who's like, did he say 70 or 80 years old? I think it's Hugo. Apologies if I misunderstood it. I forgot to put the subtitles on. I didn't want to stop it and mess it up. But he's basically with Salvor, but he goes off and he's in stasis and stuff like that. So he's actually like 70 or 80 or whatever it was, and he's the opposite species from the two planets back then that were basically destroyed. So that maybe they're like, they think that this is what something to do with what actually caused this, or just like cascade and effect. Maybe they're there to investigate, and they don't mean harm. I don't know. But if they come with like big spaceships, why did they have a bow and arrow? Wait, episode 1. A bow was what one of the presents given today. I remember now. Don't worry about that one. Got that. And then with Day is now Dusk, and he's now Parent's man. And the kid one, Dawn, that I liked because he seemed more innocent and like susceptible to being nice, is now Day. And it was really cool seeing like Lee Pace like shift in character, like play that type one. He had a slight changes in his expression, and he looks innocent and just fine there. And then we've got Bud Dusk became Brother Darkness. And he got poof. It literally just went into ash, and they spread it on the new baby Brother Dawn. I still don't trust Brother. And then obviously it went forward, and because Brother Dusk or Brother Darkness, he said something's wrong because the baby was crying, and then we go forward in time again. I think it was 19 years, and yeah, Brother Dawn. Sorry, I'm getting so confused with the changes of character names. The Brother Dawn was like getting rid of the painting that Brother Darkness had just done before, like the night before he went, and he just seems like a bit like, I don't know if it was the way it's framed or the music or whatever, and just the way he looked and the way Demerza looked. Like maybe he's like worse than what Brother Day was, you know? Maybe he's Brother Dusk now, Karen's man now. And from this episode onwards. So maybe that's what he said, like Brother Darkness said was something's wrong. Something wrong with the child. There's something. Maybe there's something in like the coding or the makeup that they replicate is being like degraded over time, maybe. Maybe it skips a generation because Brother Dusk, Brother Darkness, like he seemed like concerned about his people and he seemed more worried about his brothers, his people. Brother Day, Brother Dusk seemed a bit like more ruthless. And then Brother Dawn, who became Brother Day, seemed kinder and more like curious and overall. So maybe it like passes a generation, and then each generation, like subsequent, like other alternate generation, like Dawn, no, sorry, Day now, who's now Dusk, it skips him, or it's him, skips Day, skips Dawn, now Day. It's now the new Dawn is ruthless, like maybe he's like kind of like Dusk, or now Dusk, and he's like a bit like more ruthless, and he's actually even more ruthless or concerned because it's just a weird. And, I think Demerza, at the characters that have returned, she's my favourite character. I never would have guessed that in the first episode because she's just like there, and like she speaks slightly to the Brother Dawn, who's now Brother Day. It'll be so confusing. And she was just there and like seemed just like in his nanny or something like that. That's just like it's there. But there's so much more to her because she was there since Cleon the First, and since he went into slumber or like into that case, and that she's had to go through. We saw like the statues or the projection dust things of every iteration. I think, didn't they say 14th? You know, 14th or something like that was what now new Brother Dawn is. Something like that. But she's had to go through seeing all those born, grow up and die. And she's obviously cares deeply about him because maybe the original one saved her. Something like that. And that's why she's like, maybe she feels like a debt to him. And it's just like she has to see them. Like she said, you always leave me. And that moment, that was so sad. Like she's had to go through so much, and it's so like heartbreaking. It made me cry almost. There's so much to unpack from this episode again. I'm so glad this show does recaps, and I will not skip them because my God, my brain's going to need a refresher before the next one again. This was really good, and this left me with even more questions. Like I answered some predictions that I thought I had out the window. I had not gone. I still think we're going to see Gail again at some point. Like, and she was like frozen in time, and that she's going to come back and she's going to be the same age maybe because that pod filled with water, and maybe it was like a stasis thing, different type of stasis thing. So I think maybe these guys that were coming on the ship, maybe they've got her. Maybe they've got her and she's been working with them, maybe, and that's why they're there. So maybe they're not actually seeming as sinister as it is. They're just working with her, maybe. I do feel like she's coming back, and it's just like, where's Rach? There was no explanation for what happened with him. Maybe I don't know if they executed him because they killed Harry. I don't know, but then no explanation whatsoever for what happened with him. Maybe that'll come up in the instance, but I thought it would have been maybe slightly mentioned. But no, it's just Harry's funeral, that's it. No mention of Rach, no mention of... Or Gale got mentioned because she was the one that could read it. It didn't mention what... They didn't even allude to what happened to her. Which seems a bit weird. At first, that was like the slightest conversation and nothing to Rach. I'm assuming they'll get brought up in like future episodes. But I still find it a bit weird that they weren't mentioned, like barely. Well, Gail was even barely mentioned. Rach wasn't mentioned at all. We had the 19-year time jump. Like, I thought that Dusk was like Luke coming to the end of his life cycle anyway. I thought literally it would be like in a few months at most, but no, 19 years. Like, what happened in those 19 years for them? And are they gonna, like, the timeline's gonna even out? Because I don't know if, like, the Empire side of things is anywhere near where the Terminus side of things are. Thinking maybe it is, because I believe Salvor's timeline was 35. I think it said 35 years in the future when she touched it. And the first time jump with... It might actually be slightly in the future, because first time jump for the Empire side of it was 19 years. And then it went ahead again, and Dawn is now like at least a teen. I can't remember. I think they maybe said it was 19 years or 16 years or something like that, but he's definitely a teen. Definitely like a teen jump. It wasn't 20. It might even be slightly in the future, and we're just... Oh god, it's so confusing, but it's just the right kind of confusing, if that makes sense. Because a lot of the time, if a show's like confusing and I can't make sense of it, like it's like confusing, I'm just like, I can't make sense, and my head just shuts off, you know what I mean? And I'm like, I cannot do this. I can't watch it. It will put me off. But this is just the right amount of like, confusion and intrigue and storyline and aesthetic and music and costume. It's just about a mix of everything to keep me intrigued. And I'm personally absolutely loving this. I can't wait to get to react to the next episode. Everything about this series is like just like perfectly placed, you know? It's like they got it. The mise en scène of this series is just so good. They've got the framing right, the amount of light, just the placement and everything is just so good. And I love when things get like that. I can't help but be pulled in. I love when things are just beautifully shot, beautifully framed, and like the color is gorgeous. Music, the lighting, I know I've gone over this multiple times. I can't help it. It's just that's the kind of thing I personally love. I love things that are like that beautiful. And I'm just loving every aspect of this. It's absolutely gorgeous. I really do hope that I'm not the only one whose brain got jumbled up by this. Please tell me I'm not. Please tell me I'm not the only one whose fears went out the window. If you had these kind of theories, or they've gone out the window, or if you're speculating, you're at the same point as me and you're speculating about Gale and Raish or anything, or why those people are there, why they've gone down the ship, let me know in the comments. Please no spoilers for anything but after this episode. I'm loving that I have absolutely no idea what's going to happen, so please no spoilers. I would really appreciate that. I'd appreciate anybody's speculation if you're at the same episode, or if you're ahead of me. What were your theories at this point? And just what are your favourite things? I want to be able to dialogue with people about this, because I've got nobody to talk about this series, because it's not being talked about enough. Like, I don't see anybody else reacting to it, and it deserves more attention. It's so good. Like, I want to read the books, but I think my mind will just be scrambled by it. Oh, again, I'm sorry that I've gone off on tangents and scrambled, but my head's all over the place anyway. Oh, hey, bring it down. Let's wrap this up. before I go off on another tangent. Oh, I really do hope you've liked this reaction. If you have, please feel free to like, comment, or subscribe. Give the notification bell to take you'll know when I next have a episode go live. I really appreciate every single view I've been getting. You guys have no idea how much. Every single view, no matter how long, how short, every single view means so much to me. Every like is amazing. I would love to people for to subscribe if you feel like it, obviously. No pressure. If you just want to come in and enjoy the video, I hope you enjoy. Thank you so much, guys. I've really enjoyed this and I cannot wait for the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.